Making my little sister's grad dress. Part 6.
So last time I ended off with me pinning the front and back pieces of the dress, and this is how it looked. Yeah, I was not loving it because I need to make my little sister look snatched. Yeah, she could definitely use some cinching. So here I just kind of start eyeballing it and measuring it with just like my finger. And then I definitely started getting pretty overwhelmed just because the measurements that I thought were gonna be good did not work out, and I just had to seam rip it and do it all over again, and I am on a time crunch to finish this dress. But nonetheless, I just seam rip and repin what I think is like a good adjustment for the dress. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling pretty defeated and also just exhausted because I was here for hours and I literally felt like I had gone through nothing. This picture is literally how I felt because I had class right after, and this was my last step of the day, the last thing that I did. But here is a new day. Yay! I got there and I ironed the pattern pieces, and I also needed to get a monster because I needed that energy so bad. But here I'm just adjusting what I adjusted the previous day on the dress, and I'm adjusting it on the pattern. And yes, it is a really long process. Like, genuinely, pattern making can be such a pain in the ass, but I do think that I learned a lot from this, so I don't really have that many regrets. But yeah, because of all the adjustments that I made to the original pattern, especially to the front and the dart, since that became shorter, I actually have to use that for the lining now. So I am cutting out a new front piece and back piece, and I'm just making the original back piece shorter. And aside from that, I have like other little flaws. And now the pattern piece actually has a dart. Yes, I made it properly. So I go ahead and mark that with red tracing paper, and that's it.
Come back for part 7.